Good morning, YouTube. Hey, happy Father's Day. I have a treat for you today. We're making Philly cheesesteaks, but they're not just any Philly cheesesteak, it's a pizza steak. I'm gonna show you what that entails. We're gonna add some pizza sauce, mozzarella cheese. Now, about cheesesteaks, for those of you who know me, know that I've spent, I guess, my 20s in South Jersey, which is about an hour from Philly. And I know some of my boys from Philly are gonna be watching this, Richie D, Cuddy, Sal, Jim Kennedy, you know, some of my gang that I hung out with at the casino. We all worked in the casinos there. So, given that, now, what makes a Philly cheesesteak? And there's plenty of places that have them. Here on the West Coast, I'm in the Pacific Northwest, but unless it's made with prime rib, sliced prime rib, not a Philly cheesesteak. Now, when you go to Philly and you order a cheesesteak, you have to tell them in an abbreviated kind of special language how you want it. For example, if you wanted it with grilled onions, it would be one wit, W-I-T. And then you would tell them what kind of cheese you wanted. Your choices would be provolone, Cheese Whiz is real popular. And yet Cheese Whiz is still around, believe it or not. So if you wanted one with Cheese Whiz and onions, you would say one wit, Cheese Whiz. So in any event, I'm making this one for my daughter this morning. And real quick, what we're using here is Blackstone. This is my flat top griddle. And what I would tell you is that if you don't have one, go get it. I've had this thing for 2 years. It's fantastic. I cook everything on it. Smash burgers, fajitas, Chinese food, everything gets cooked on this thing. It's phenomenal, all right? So if you don't own one, go get it. It's Father's Day, you deserve it. So if not now, when? All right, let's take a look over here. The key, and you wonder why professional kitchens can be so efficient, and that's because everything's prepped. Everything's right here. You're not running around looking for things or forgetting something last minute. So I have everything all prepped here, and let's get to it. First thing, actually, come over here, Bree. So first we're gonna get the onions going. So this is just avocado oil. I love the avocado oil. The reason it's so great is no flavoring to it. You could use olive oil here, of course, but this has a real hot, high smoking point. So I have this on high right now. I just actually want to turn it down, but let's get some onions on there. And again, we're just making one cheesesteak, so how much onions? About that much. All right. Now, I have these burners on this side off. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put the bread on. Now, the bread, very important. This is just a fresh baguette that I use. Now, when I cut this open, you'll notice that I hollow the bread out. I'm not looking to eat a bread sandwich here. I want, you know, it's kind of nice because the cheesesteak kind of fits right in that. So let's get that on. All right, here's our thinly sliced prime rib. I go to my local butcher. I get like a 2-pound prime rib, and I have him slice it like sandwich slice thin, as thin as he can get it. So let's get that going. The avocado oil, and by the way, that's 4 ounces. That's 4 ounces of steak. Seasoning. Traditionally, they'll use like a salt and pepper, maybe a little garlic salt, but I like this Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. Got that at Costco, shocker. So just a little bit on there. And the onions won't take long, so. All right, I'll trade spots with you now. So once you have it on there, just kind of flatten it out a little bit. And then you have your 2 metal spatulas, and you just start shredding it, and it'll shred really easy. You really can't do this wrong. All right, yeah, and this won't cook. This won't take long to cook. Okay, now we're going to incorporate the onions. And the amazing thing is, even though that's only 4 ounces of steak, if you will, it makes a lot. You'd be surprised. So with your portions, if you have like a kitchen scale, I use my kitchen scale all the time. So if you don't have one, invest in one of those as well. Real helpful, especially when you're dividing like for hamburgers, for smash burgers, those are 4 ounces as well. But it really does come in handy, and they're inexpensive. They're like $12, $15 on Amazon. Okay, so that's done. Now let's add a little Parmesan. We're gonna kick this one up. We're gonna put pepperoni on it too, because it is a pizza steak. And then sauce. This is my homemade pizza sauce that I make. If you watched my pizza video, which I made the other day using my new KitchenAid grill / pizza oven. So if you haven't watched that, I encourage you to check out my YouTube page and take a look at it. But even this is my homemade pizza sauce with just crushed tomatoes, tablespoon of salt, about a tablespoon and a half of sugar, and a little oregano. That's it. So let's put some of that on. Enough. And then finally, let's put some mozzarella. Let's use it all. All right, now let's cover it, get that cheese to melt. Check on our bun here. Okay, that's perfect. Leave that there. Almost. So, yeah. I would say that if you just take the time, as I mentioned, get all your stuff prepped, buy good product, get the prime rib, look for it to be on sale, and stock up. You can easily portion this and then, you know, freeze it if you wanted to, so that it's always ready. This takes like no time to defrost, again, because there are only 4 ounces in each of those bags. So, another minute. If I had some water out here, I could squirt a little water under there, and the steam that it creates would help melt that cheese, but almost done. Oh, here's some water. All right, let's put this together. Bun goes down. There's my plate. And there you have it. One Philly pizza steak. Well, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching. Again, happy Father's Day. And if you have any questions or comments, leave it down at the bottom. Look for this video on my YouTube page, and if you like it, just give it a thumbs up. And that's about it. Have a great day. All right, so I made this for my daughter, and she told me, Dad, you need to take a bite of it on camera. So it's so delicious. So here we go. Oh, it smells good. Ready? That's unbelievable. And that meat is so tender. It really just melts in your mouth. So make some cheesesteaks, pizza steaks, or you can do them without the pizza sauce. Your call. Have a great day.